I would like to first say Merry Christmas to everyone. This will be titled, for those of us missing our lost loved ones. Right? Let me write that down, Spirit. This is take 3. I keep talking too much, I think, before too much introduction. So with that said, this is for you. Anyone hurting, anyone that's lost anyone and knows the pain of it, this is for you. And here, Spirit. Sorry, Spirit. Know that this is going to be good, because it is message from Spirit for those lost, who are missing, and who have lost their loved ones. Spirit saying, Andrea, display your list. Okay. Now Spirit's reading it. First death, my best friend in high school. Second was an experience of watching my father lose his father and mourn him. I lost my first love at 16, dad at 19, grandmother and grandfather in my 20s, my mother 2011, my daughter 2015, my mother-in-law 2016, who I was very close to. The second love of my life I lost in 2021. One of my dearest friends, Ricardo, I lost 2021 also. My brother in 2022, and my oldest son this year. Andrea, we congratulate you from the high realms. Go ahead. For your dutiful allowing for their passing, for my loved one's passing, in an extension of honor. Not to make big of, and a huge sense of pride you carry for them, for loving and knowing them. And we do tip our hats to you. For it lessens not the pain. God, I'm so frustrated, guys. It's only been 3:22. I have to take a breath, let go, and allow guidance on this. Spirit's telling me, or reminding me, because I already know, that my concerns are that I get things out of order as they're delivered. And Spirit is now reminding me that the higher realms have the realms, or the helms. We do steer this message, Andrea. Allow for it to fall upon all of the pieces of all of the hearts who are hurting and missing their loved one during this holiday season. Each and every day for us is a holiday season. We see it like that. Not to get ahead of ourselves. I am seeing right now, there are so many loved ones behind me that just, they cast a shadow over the sun. That's how many there are. So they're gathered. Every day is a gathering, Andrea. as we have already told you. For your debut in doing the real. What do you mean by that? Andrea, you're doing the real stuff. Your videos are meeting the needs for those souls wishing, needing to connect with us, who are no longer there, but remain here in spirit. In the highest realms, Andrea, you can clarify. We reside in the highest realms. And for this, go ahead. Andrea, you miss your daughter. Is this a proper assumption? Yes, it is. It is. Andrea, you guided yourself to become laden upon your own understanding of her passing, for you to later figure out. Explain what I meant by that. I think I know what you're suggesting. When my daughter passed, I never questioned why her, and I never questioned why me. Why do I have to be the one that lose a kid? Why does she have to be the one to go? I never questioned it. Andrea, tell them why. This is before any ability that I wouldn't even fathom at that time that I would ever have this ability. I didn't have the ability, but I saw it within, and I just knew inside something bigger as at play. That something she knows now but yet I don't, and that it wouldn't be for my own human understanding right now, even if the answers were brought me, but that I knew that one day I would understand. I would understand. And I left it at that, believing that the day I passed would be when I would understand, for my consciousness' ability to understand it. And I went and I ran with it. Andrea, you ran into the sun with it. For your own healing, trusting of what your intuition has already knew to tell you. Andrea, the significance of your telling yourself for your understanding later, the significance has drawn very near you, right before you, has it not? In realizing your ability to hear from Spirit. Spirit having confirmed for you what you sensed. Yeah. Andrea, the blessings upon us all all of us near and dear. All of, go ahead, spirits. I'm trying to battle with the line of, under the integrity is noted. The integrity from which you hope not to guide the helm, the wheel. We have you. On such a vital subject. For not only your knowing, but for their knowing. And Spirit, speaking of anybody watching this, we are bringing message. We are your loved ones who have gone from your lives. Yet in only such a physical, linear way have we gone. Go ahead, Spirit. Andrea, follow my tongue. Allow my words. When we die, for those remaining, for those living, our loss is not fun. When you mourn us, we view it. We see and know every feeling and every tear to ever reach down your face. And yet what you don't know is that we are wiping those tears. We are, in our form, literally touching your face, wiping your tears dry. We are with you the whole measure of time, the whole amount of time, through all of the witnessing, that for all of your witnessing to your pain. We too witness. And though what's the word? And though we question why it is that you're not... Now I'm getting interrupted by somebody's past loved one. Spirit. Andrea, the golden beauty of loved ones past is on display. Allow the occurrences for the mighty realizing of it as to who and how and what and where we become. My wife is Susan. The most beautiful precious. You're saying little woman? My wife was small. She had eyes the color of Everclear. And I'm not going to say that. And a beauty. Bright enough to shelter a parade from the rain. I have come forward now for your allowing opportunity for me to meet my wife within her sorrow, joining her upon my knees. We veil our being there as for not to trust that we won't harm you further by scaring you. We wish not to. Bring forward with us any more harm or hurting. I love my wife, Susie Q. And now he's going, oh, Susie Q. You're older. He says I'm wiser. He's a nice guy. I died in my den. Did you say you were a father in your den? Andrea, my wife bound me in my den. Excuse me, guys. And now she's all wrapped up in... Go ahead, that's a hard word. And now she's all wrapped in and finding out and in wonder. Andrea, she hasn't come up from under her covers. My wife's death, and he's saying the death of her living, she's alive, but her living life began with my death, with my leaving. My sweet wife, you are not gone, nor am I. Please get up. Please raise that pretty little head of yours. Please look up. Please see the signs. Ask me. Talk to me. I can read your mind. My beautiful wife of mine. But your voice to me. Birds singing on high above the clouds to my ears. I miss that singing, that voice calling to me, talking to me, reaching for me. We know silly, you and me. It can't be that much more sillier for you to just In a quiet room, open your mouth, use your voice, and talk to me. Who's going to hear you but me? I will hear you. I gain no joy of seeing my wife on her knees, of knowing that she is under those covers, not wanting to live because of me. In the courage one gains over time to view things in another light. My wife has that courage under covers, under wrap, as to not allow for it any defending, for its own power to bring her back, living within the light within her. The brightest beauty was my wife. She knows not that I still lay next to her at night. She knows not even that my tongue can deliver, such as through a medium such as you. I leave my wife signs. Signs for her to notice. Signs that I have delivered her, for her receiving message, her receiving that switch, that click, that internal, ancient, infallible, past knowing or internal knowing. Andrea, her higher self, the knowing of her higher self, of me. That's why we send you. That's why we leave you and bring you signs that we're still around, is for you to connect back with what you have forgotten upon your birth. We are what we are, and that we always are. That was heavy. I didn't see that one coming. My beautiful Susan, I love her. If I could, I would rip off those covers. I would slip those covers off of her. I would stand there and make her see the light. She's not willing. She's not open. And my eyes now watch my wife suffer needlessly. For in the end, he saw, there is no end. It is a deafness that falls upon each of us when arriving at a point when we need our hearing the most. We are always failing to find our own guiding within us and searching for somebody else with the last bit of with the urgency of hope in finding answers. We're grabbing at empty air. When we're relying on somebody else to convince us or prove to us that your loved one in spirit is still there. I mean right there. He's saying right there. Like right there, right now. They're always there. Our minds, like surround sound, they don't miss a lick. Everything is crystal clear. Not a movement, not a a fly's leg step do we not hear, or are we not aware of in the higher conscious state that we are in our natural form of the higher realms. We don't miss it. My wife is alive. He's saying for all medical statistics, I mean, she's physically breathing, her temperature's okay, she's moving around. But inside of her, that a place in her has died. And I'm not wishing to see this in my life. Andrea, I shall pass. He's saying the baton wand. Andrea, I lost you not. When I found you, finding me having died, seeing all the tears cried, all your fears woken up, all your zest for living die. I watched it. I watched your beautiful eyes cry. In the circumstance of my being your first love. And it gave you only being alone, or feeling that you're alone. This is my first love. His name was Michael J. Costa. Andrea, I died at the right time. Regardless of how anyone looks at it. I spent hours beside you as you sat upon my grave. And as the sun fell and you got chilly, you laid upon it. I remember, Andrea, all of the tears that you cried. Oh, and how I wished that I could just walk up and say, hi! And believe me, many times I did. And you looked right through me and continued to cry. I love you, Mike. It's been a long time. Years. He's wanting to say how many, but I'm not. I'm like, that's okay. We don't need to know that. He's saying over 35 years. And since then, or throughout that time, I have seen you cry many tears. yet I've witnessed for myself your ability to let down in your fears. Go ahead, Mike. This is really hard. I feel awkward. Andrea, I'm true to deliver message. I'm true to the very, very hearts of all of you. And I have to say that. I do say that for the witnessing of everyone to realize, Andrea, you too. I come forward, therefore I am. How else is this possible to do? Andrea, you bring our voices onto your tongue. In a way no less than... Go ahead. I don't take compliments while our ego shining shoes. Good. So, I resist. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Mike. Andrea, your tongue delivers for us, of us, what falls from our tongues. And for this, the result is great. The result is beyond great. For our simple knowing, whether we ever get a shot with your tongue or not, we are joyous for merely one spirit's bringing message from your tongue to a loved one who feels that they have lost them. Just one. It's miraculous. It is beautiful. It is an event of all lifetimes. Our loved ones, believe this or not, as if on an airplane in flight, because we're not on the ground does not mean we're not alive. We do continue to love you and see you cry. And we are always by your side, standing by in hopes through radio. He's talking telepathy. That you will acknowledge that we're there. We don't want to see you cry. For your need, there's no need to cry. You wish that we were there with you again. Only we have been and will be throughout time. Go ahead. He's passing the baton. Thanks, Mike. Who else? Mom. I knew she was coming in. I don't know if I told you guys that or not, but I knew she was coming in. Yes, my Rose. I love my daughter. Amber Rose. She says, go ahead, Amber. Mom, in your heart, you want me to reach as many. All the people that see this, you want me to reach them. She's all, Mom, you have to let go then. Let me have the wheel. Like you used to when you were teaching me to drive. Go ahead, Amber. I'm trying to hold it together, guys. Mom, you know that we don't die. You know that we're still alive, even though you don't see us with your eyes. For everyone this Christmas who misses someone they love, someone that's died, we're right by your side. It is truly, Spirit likes this word. I have a hard time saying it. Glee. Glee. Yes, Mom, it is glee. We here are in a state of bliss, of all the beauties that could ever be known to us as man. Yet with an external extension of brighter colors. A central knowing, an automatic knowing of everything that we are. Every living being on every living earth, planet, every living place, every living being. Mom, we all share it. You won't realize it until you know that you've already been there. Mom, hold up my picture for them. Make sure you see this, guys. Moms, dads, wives, husbands, children, siblings, friends. Make sure you see this. My birthday, July 11th. I was 14 in this picture. It was a celebration for my being alive 14 years. You can put it down now, Mom. She says, hold it back up. She says, there is an absolute look within my eyes of celebration, of happiness, of light. After my death, I said, get ready to hold it up again, Mom. After I died, what you see here in my face and in my eyes exploded for me when I realized I didn't die. I'm more alive in my natural home form than I ever was when I was alive in body. Mom, it means that you shouldn't cry. When I die, you shouldn't cry. For the celebration, the realization of me being so alive is an understanding, a realization that we all will know and realize when we die. Mom, you hate the word die. That's why you always put it in quotes. Yes, I do. And being able to hear from me is the reason why you don't like the word die. Mom, you tell everyone to put the word die on the shelf. Remove the quotations. Lay down the letters. D-I-E. And you're right for them being urged to put die on the shelf. It doesn't fit anywhere, any way, in any kind of way. No matter how you try to shove it and mold it and change the shape of the piece, it does not fit for what truly happens when we pass. Mom, I see you looking at the clock. We don't want to see you guys cry. I know each and every single one of you, watching this or not, every single person who has lost somebody they love, I know you, I know your thoughts, I know how hard, I know your feelings, and I also know every single thought and feeling of those that you've lost, that you've loved. I am in the higher conscience. Our spirits develop beyond measure according to the human mind. My mom receives slowly what she gains from us in the higher realms. For her knowing her mind's inability to process so much and for it to wrap around her mind, she's easy on it. She knows, just like she knew when I died, that she didn't understand it now, but she would one day. And she's right on for that. And although she can hear from me, she's not ready still or willing to understand it wholly, for she knows the human brain won't allow her. Within her mind to understand it. Merry Christmas, everybody. May you find yourselves smiling at the lights on the Christmas tree. May you hug your little ones and watch them glow. May you be kind to everyone, including strangers you don't know. For the value on earth is in what we can bring each other in the closest way possible. And throughout time, our memories remain. As true as there is blood flowing right now through your veins, our memories remain eternal. I gifted you, Mom, with your memories of me, as you have gifted me with memories of you. It is what I've taken with me. Your tears will always be hard for me to see. Yet you know in the very depths, core of your being, Mom, that we will meet again. You will see me again. I am with you always. I'm going to make this a little short. Don't cry for us. This is for everyone. There's still so much more for you to experience in your life, to touch and see. Invisible me. Now she's saying, that's so cute, Amber. Invisible me, like that despicable me. She's saying the invisible me. That's what we are, Mom. We're invisible me's. We're in your backpack, and we're sitting in trees. We're invisible me's. Go ahead. That kind of swept me away. It took my train of thought somewhere. Mom, your thinking has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Smile for your invisible me. We are all in glee. I just don't like that word. We're all in glee, and it's what it is. It's a sun warmed and lit, radiating happiness is what I gather from glee. Yes, Mom, the glee in the invisible me. We all have invisible me's. And we are glowing and joyful at the very notion, the very consideration, idea that you are aware of we, and that we continue to be. And one day, beside us, you will be an invisible me. And you will see. My mom wants to light in your hearts a fire, to be comforted by as you view the lights of the Christmas tree. She's all, Mom, your heart is good. Soldier on. She's just like left. She's like, you don't know if I'm here or not because I'm invisible me. Go ahead. She's gone. This is my higher. This is me. And we remain true to our people, to our loved ones. We wish for them only. Go ahead. We wish for them only to realize and truly believe when they look up in the sky that there is somewhere else for us invisible me's. and that they will all return to us. When their loved ones find their knees. Same when you pass, when we pass. Speak to us. May your voice not be small. In other words, don't just whisper it. Talk to us like we're right there in the hall. We're closer than you think. If you ask us for signs and you're willing to see them, ask. Ask us. And then allow your eyes to reveal them. Here comes Susan's husband saying, you could get as specific as you want. Give us an example. If you need to find a triple tied ribbon on a bouquet of roses, that ribbon would be tied 3 times. So, I love that invisible me. God, guys, it's been almost an hour. I know that you're hurting, you guys. Spirit saying, oh, we hurt because we don't know how beautifully well our invisible me's are doing. They're saying, reach for us. Speak to us. Tell us what you need from us. Anything to allow your mind to open up to us again. Because we are your invisible me's. It's a deep subject, guys. I'm afraid to end it like this, but I feel that it is over. I'm not sure. Andrea, it is not for your mind to be satisfied with the deliverance of what we've given. Saying, politely they're saying, stay out of it, it's none of your business. So, I love you guys. I love you all. I so relate with you. If you're new and losing someone, time heals. It never stops hurting, but it does get easier, guys. But knowing that your invisible me's are there, talk to them so they know that you believe. Nothing brings them more pleasure than that. I hope this helps someone. I know it helped me. I thought I was going to be crying the whole time because of my daughter and the pain that I remember feeling. I still have times, even though I can hear her. There's such a missing of her touch and smell. She's my invisible me. I love you too, Rose. Aw. Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas.